Greetings, brothers and sisters. What is up? Welcome back to yet another one from us. We are trusting, hoping, and believing that all is well with you. And we are coming to you with news from Burkina Faso. Brothers and sisters, Captain Ibrahim Traore never ceases to amaze us. So what has it done this time around? Well, Burkina Faso criminalizes homosexuality. So on Wednesday, 10 July 2024, there was a ministerial session, and during this session, the government adopted a decree to criminalize homosexuality. In fact, the practice is forbidden in Burkina Faso. And this is what the Minister of Justice, Mr. Edaso Rodrigue Bayala, announced. From now on, homosexuality and similar practices are prohibited and punishable by law. So Burkina Faso has taken a stand against this act. They deem it immoral, they deem it uncultural, they deem it something that is not embedded in their DNA. It is not African, brothers and sisters. And as long as it is not according to our values, according to who we are as an African people, then I say kudos to Burkina Faso, because this is the right direction to reclaiming the glory of being African. If we don't stand firm on our beliefs, on our values, on our lives, and the way we just do things, our culture, that is the first step to failure. Because anybody who doesn't have a backbone, anybody who doesn't understand who he is or who she is, trust me, it's very easy to be swayed this way, that way, by anybody who wants to control you. The minute they say do this and you say fine, I will do it because you're going to give me a few coins, then you are doomed. You can even sell your soul for that. And Burkina Faso has proven that there's nothing that you can do to them to convince them to live a life that is not true to them as the Burkina people, the land of the upright. And this is the beginning of reclaiming their glory as the upright men and women of Africa. When Museveni signed the law to criminalize the act of homosexuality in his country, we saw a lot of human rights people coming out to say, oh, this and that, human rights, I don't know what. But when you look at Museveni and his thinking when it comes to these issues, he knows what he's doing. He's saving his generation from something that is going to affect them in the near future, because you don't realize what these things are really doing to your people until a time where your own African country cannot reproduce. The population has gone there's just no development, because we know that children are the future. With these kinds of, acts and laws that we are being forcefully made to swallow as an African people, it is very much dangerous, because these things will not give us any children in future. And if we encourage our children to take part of this, in the next few years, Africa will wake up to regret what we have put ourselves into. So when you see countries like Burkina Faso saying, no ways, we are not going to allow this, actually we are going to criminalize people who take part in this, then it shows you that they care about their own people. It shows you that they care about their young people, because these things are being taught to our children from a young age, so that they make it fashionable, they make it part of their own, they make it part of our lives, and something that, something that is part of our own culture, when it's not. It is not. It is against our values as an African people. And Traore doing this, it's coming from a good heart. Some people might say, but this is not right. This is, people are free to choose what they want, how they want to live, Traore cares about his people. If he sees that this thing is not in any way going to help my people, would just rather save you by criminalizing you and removing you from the society before you can now introduce it to other people in your own community. So I say kudos to you, Traore. Museveni did the same thing, and some people were against him. Some of these human rights groups were totally against this move, and we just saw a lot of negative comments coming in coming out of Uganda when Museveni did the same thing. And you look at things and you wonder, why is it that we don't see these things being forced on Arab countries? And to just answer myself on this, it's because the Arab countries have taken a stand. You cannot even try to convince them that this is the right thing, because they've taken a stand and they want that stand to be respected. They respect that stand. But why is it that when it comes to Africa, when we take such moves, when we take such decisions, we are labeled as violating human rights, as dictators, as they label our leaders as such bad people just for taking a stand on issues that are immoral to our African values. And it's so easy to do this because as an African people, we also lost our culture. We also threw away our values. We also threw away our traditions. And since we allowed ourselves to throw away our traditions, it's easy for them to now say, well, we are now introducing new cultures and new traditions to you guys because you have shown to us that it's easy for you to lose what is yours and accept what is not yours. But with Ibrahim Traore, we have seen him reintroducing a lot of his culture, a lot of traditions that had been thrown away by the former leaders of Burkina Faso. So he's now trying to rebuild the country from scratch, starting from education, coming into the culture, coming into the infrastructure, coming into the minerals, coming everything, agriculture. This guy is doing an all-rounded kind of development, kind of reform for his own people and for his own country. And we can only say, salute, Captain. We appreciate all your efforts. We are seeing you, and we know that everything that you do is for the betterment of your people and that of your country. Brothers and sisters, what do you think about this? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Are you excited about Ibrahim Traore taking a stand for his generation and generation and generation? If you'd love to support us, you can support us by liking the video, commenting, subscribing and sharing, and also by buying us a coffee. For only $5 you can buy us 1 coffee, 2 coffees, 3 coffees, 10, 50 coffees. And we appreciate all the brothers and sisters who support us by buying us a coffee with your super thanks and super chats. We see you and we appreciate you. See you in the next one. Bye.